Hi folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Star Trek Legends. I'm here with my Tribble. He's being overly clingy right now, and I'm trying to get some review videos done before my procedure on Monday. So anyway, Star Trek Legends. This is a game that you can buy on Steam currently. The Apple Arcade version was kind of discontinued and no longer supported. So what the developers did was they released a full version on Steam that you can buy rather than subscribe to, and it forewent all of like the energy that you need to wait for that kind of thing. But you still need to play missions in order to level up your characters and stuff. Well, I think I have over 50 hours at this point. So I guess I'll just quickly show you around as best I can here. Okay. So this is your bridge, and as you can see, I've reached max player level, which is 99 at this point, and I'm actually doing PvP right now, and I'm fairly high up there. Not to brag or anything, but I mean I never do that, which is weird. I never do that. The only reason I'm high up is because not too many people are playing right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is the options menu real quick. You can. It says controller, but it's just mouse and keyboard, really. And you've got your typical, like, mobile, daily. You can log in every day and collect orbs or whatever. And I'll take you through what the different resources do. There's a bridge where you can assign different crew members that you've collected up to this point to get certain bonuses. So, for example, operations. Data gives plus 3% health, but you can click on these locations and you can change them out if you want to. He's only one, so he's going to get a little, rambunctious here in a little bit. So that's what the bridge does. It just gives you passive buffs depending on who you assign to those bridge locations. Your goals here, this has been bugged since day one, unfortunately. They still have not fixed this. And what peeves me is that in their latest video, the dev video, they're talking about paid DLC. So they're more interested in releasing paid DLC for this game than they are in actually fixing something that's been broken for about a month or two at this point. That is what actually is encouraging me to advise folks not to buy into this game, because there are problems with it, like bug-wise, and the developers seem to... Now, we're more interested in making money than actually fixing our game. And when I see stuff like that, I get very nervous, because that's a sign that the developers don't have their priorities straight. News, this is just... These character events will, sort of like in Star Trek timelines, they will phase in and out. This is your chance to earn shards, or whatever they're called, for that particular character by completing missions. It's nothing fancy. When it comes to the shuttle events, you can just pretty much send out 4 crew members for each shuttle, out to planets that you've currently beat in the campaign. And this is just a way of grinding out rewards. You can send the shuttles out for 15 minutes, 1 hour. I think the maximum is 12 hours. And as you complete these, like I said, you're going to gain experience for the crew members that you send, and you'll get various rewards for wherever you send them. That looks something like this. You pick, again, a campaign mission that you've beaten, and there's 3 different difficulties in the game, too, for the campaign. So whichever one that you've beaten last is what you can choose, like Expert for level 3 here, Expert for level 4, Expert level 5, and then I'm currently doing Expert level 6, but haven't beaten it yet. That's why this says Advanced rather than Expert. So you can choose a duration. There's no click and hold, so you have to click, 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 which is another sign that that's kind of broken. And then you send them off and you get your rewards. So that's what that is. Operations is the events that will sort of cycle out on a regular basis for various materials. And again, these are the character events that will pop in every now and again. LaForge has been part of this quote-unquote welcome event forever, since we started playing. So I don't know why he keeps popping up over and over and over again. As a welcome event, I would think that they would, it just keeps repeating for some reason. I don't understand that. You think one welcome event would be enough for one character. Bottom left-hand corner is your shop, and this is where you can go to acquire, using your credits, you can acquire various resources or character shards of different characters like so. So I'm just going to buy a couple of Captain Picard real quick and be done with it. How many can I? That's it. Okay. So yeah, you can use your resources, mainly your credits to buy resources. There's XP bonuses. These are things that you can attach to your characters. Gear you can attach to your characters. This is the guild section, which I never messed with. It seems to be broken all around. And then lastly, you do get a separate currency called survival credits. And that is just, it's a separate thing, separate mode that you can play in, that you can keep repeating over and over and over again. So there is PvP, like I said, where you pick a team, and yeah, I'm ranked 94, which is crazy. I never do that, but you can just play against other people and get daily bonuses for it. Nothing too fancy there. Coming back out of that. Alliance, like I said, I think this is broken. I don't think they fixed this yet, but people were having issues with the alliance slash guild, so people just stay away from it. The events, like I said, these are just ways to acquire certain characters. And survival, this is where you can go to repeat like just quests over and over and over again. You go from level 1 survival all the way up to like level 100. I've beaten it up to level 100 and you can't go any further than that. So I'm just replaying like 80. You can choose every 10 levels to like, it sort of saves. So you can start at level 81 or 91 and so on, so on, so on. And you pick a random team of 4 people to go out and just continuously keep doing missions to grind resources and those survival credits. I think he's getting sleepy. Okay, there's the summon button here, which is simply a way to summon more, I guess I'm going to call them shards, but they're not really shards. You can summon, let's just say, I'll just do 1. And that'll summon, there's a rarity system in play, so I just earned 10, I guess, shards of gold ducat there. And what that does, and you can summon them for different categories: medic, security, command, crew, and so on. And you can see like the drop rates for the different characters that are in the game. And lastly, we've got, I mean, there's collections, but it doesn't really do much. It just shows you who you haven't gotten yet, which I'm missing 1 person, which I'm not really anxious to go out and get. And then there's a crew button, which is behind my picture here that you can't see. And this is where you can go to individual characters. You can assign gear to them and level that up. So you can level up gear. Each skill that they have has 2 levels, so you can spend resources to level those up. And characters will max out at level 99. And that's it. You can see their power level up here. You can see their rarity and so on. And these are the shards I was talking about in the bottom right, where as you find these shards, you hit rank up, and rank 9 is their max, so they don't go any higher than that. Okay, so basically, yeah, you're just going to continuously build your team. And what I don't like about this system is that there's like three different Captain Picards, which is silly, and they're not even categorized right in the collection. And they're missing people too. Like, there's no Archer, for example, under the Enterprise category. Like, these are the only characters that they included in Star Trek Enterprise. 7 people. I mean, there's Archer, there's Hoshi, there's so many other characters that they could include, but I'm guessing that they're holding off on because of, again, there's paid DLC coming. So yeah, that's stupid. Also, if there's also a synergy bonus on some of these categories, so for Star Trek Enterprise people, if you have 2 people that are Star Trek Enterprise, you get a plus 6% defense bonus. If you have 4 out of 4 people that are Star Trek Enterprise, you get a 20% defense bonus. So there are reasons to try and build a team around synergies so that you're building them correctly. Again, Worf is in Deep Space Nine, which is fine. There's the original Enterprise, or the original Star Trek series there. It's so weird, some of the design choices. Like, for example, they included, where is he at? Okay, yeah, I see you. This guy, Okana. He was in one episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. The Outrageous Okana, I think his name. The episode was, and he was this womanizer, pretty much like a Han Solo character. Why he's a special guest in this entire game when they could have done so much else with this? Like, there's so many other TNG characters they could have included, but didn't. You know what I mean? So why him? Out of all the characters, why him? I just don't understand that. I think that was the episode where Data was on the holodeck trying to learn humor. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I was very disappointed by this game, and the missions on the bottom right. Again, there are 8 campaign missions, and they pretty much, unfortunately, they whenever you play a mission, I'll just click that one for example, and you pick your team, and I don't know why it's picking these people. There's no button to like unassign all these people, and it's weird that the game will randomly assign people. Like, no, it doesn't save whatever your last team was. It just throws random people up there to go, and I'm like, I don't want these people, and I gotta find them in this stupid list, click on them so that they go away. There's no button to like remove all or anything like that. So there's a lot of quality of life issues here. And what you want to do is pick people with different skills, because there are skill checks when you go on a mission. It might require you need 2,000 to pick this 2,000 engineer points to pick this choice. Typically there's some kind of like branching paths from left to right, and in order to 100% that mission, you have to go back, replay the mission, and pick the options that you didn't pick. And that's extremely frustrating, especially when a mission might branch off 3 separate times in one mission. So like, you've got to replay the mission at least 6 to 9 times to 100% it. And that's kind of silly in my opinion. As far as everything else goes, I'm not going to get into it just because I've kind of washed my hands of this game. Despite the fact that I have a lot of playtime in this, it's just grindy, busy work is all it is. And to be honest with you, when the developers announced the DLC, the paid DLC for this game and haven't fixed the bugs, I quit their Discord and I wrote off the game. I stopped playing it. Because as soon as developers start asking or start talking about DLC and are more interested in paid DLC and less interested in actually fixing their game, that's a red flag for me. So just buyer beware. There's really no depth to this game. There's no substance to it. It's busy work. If you like the idea of constantly just playing missions over and over again to 100% them, and then playing survival or campaign missions over and over and over again just so that you can level up characters, but to what end? To be the top of PvP when it... So what? So what? Who cares? Anyway, so honestly, despite my high playtime with this, I'm kind of over it. I can't even change my player name. Player 105994224. There's no way to change that. No. But hey, paid DLC is coming, right? So just buyer beware of this game. I thumbed it down on Steam. Until the developers show that they care more about the game and fixing it as opposed to paid DLC, then I'm going to continue just not playing it. So there you go, folks. That was Star Trek Legends. If you kind of want to see more like gameplay than what I've shown you, my first impressions video was out on my YouTube channel. Go check that out. This is Vince and Tribble. Thanks for watching. His real name is Tiki, but he's a Tribble. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.